today. So this is our Microsoft Teams meeting. We're talking through the investigation, and for your asynchronous time, so the time on your own right after this meeting, you're going to do a game on Desmos, the transformations game. And then for homework, you have a Discovery Ed assignment. So let's go ahead and see what those look like. So for Desmos, you can either just click this link and it'll go straight through it or to it, or you can click here and type in this class code. You can do either one, it's the same thing. This is a game and it's not going to be graded, but I do need you to do it. I can see who does it and I can see your answers. So I need all of you to do it. And if it's not done, then there are going to be phone calls to parents because I really need you guys participating. I know it's a game, but it's good practice. When you click on the link, it'll open up the game, and I believe you type in your name. Let's see what it does. So you'll type in your name to begin, and then you will just click go, okay? And it will tell me who signed in, who did the game, how far you got, and what your answers were. So please make sure you do that so I can see how well you guys understood transformations from today. And then your third activity is your homework for tonight. So your homework for tonight is this Discovery Ed Functions mini assessment. So you'll just click on this link right here and it'll take you straight to Discovery Ed, and you will just do this little mini assessment so I can see exactly how you're doing. This will be a graded assignment. The Desmos game is not a graded assignment, but I will be looking to see who did it and who did not. You can think of the Desmos game as practice before your mini assessment. So please make sure that you do that. And so for now, we're going to flip back to this activity. If we do not finish this today, I think I'm going to just post the final answers for you guys, and I want you guys to write it down and make sure that you have it submitted. I want to see that you guys actually went through here and tried to understand these transformations. So we're going to spend the last 6 minutes finishing this up. What questions do you guys have about the rest of your assignments for class today? Okay, if there are no questions, I'm going to go ahead and at least try to wrap up the next little section. So it says graph the function y equals x. So you guys should be pros at this by now because we have done it multiple times. Okay, and I want you guys to graph them accurately. Don't put points down. Don't just like try to draw it in. Okay, so there's our y equals x squared. Step 3 says using a different color, graph y equals 2x. Okay, so I'm going to make this one purple. Okay, oops. So y equals 2x. So when I multiply each of my values by 2, I should get these guys. You also can just plot this straight in Desmos. So if I put 2 in, I should get 8. So that should be here. -2 also gives me 8. Okay, so my purple graph is inside of here. So it's a little bit skinnier than the original graph. So the graph stretches vertically by a factor of 2. Okay. Then in step 4, it wants us to do a half instead of 2. Okay, so y equals 1/2 x squared. So this time when I plot 1, I'm going to get a half on either side. When I plot 2, I should only go up 2 units. Okay, so I'm going to get a graph kind of like this. Okay, I might have gone out a little too wide there. All right, but it's going to compress, or I guess it's stretching horizontally. Okay, so the graph stretches horizontally. It means it's being pulled out like this. Stretching vertically means it's pulling up and down. Okay, so that's why the purple one is skinnier. But when it's stretched horizontally, it's pulled side to side. so it makes it fatter. And this is also by a factor of 2, okay? You take the reciprocal of whatever that is. It asks you to do a few more to see if your observations in the graph, and this one is going to stretch vertically by a factor of 3, and this one is going to stretch horizontally by a factor of 3 as well. Okay. In conclusion, if A is a whole number bigger than 1, the graph stretches vertically. If it's a fraction, something less than 1, it's going to stretch horizontally. Okay, and if A is negative, this was from the last one, it's going to flip over the x-axis. Okay, so that's what you should have in the conclusion box. Remember, these conclusion boxes are what's really, really important. That has the information that you need to do every single one of these problems, okay, and to do our functions unit. So make sure you have all of this written down. There's only 2 minutes left, so I will save. We have one more page to do. We'll do that page tomorrow. So please go ahead and finish this up. I will post what we've done today online so that you guys can copy it down. But that will be all for today. What questions do you guys have?
I'm good.
So we submitted the Desmos assignment from yesterday because I forgot. I think I missed one question, so that's the reason why we submitted it.
So from yesterday, I might have had you submitting yesterday. Let me see.
Yeah, I submitted it yesterday, but I just resubmitted it today.
Okay, that'll be fine. I'm not gonna count it late. As long as it's submitted. And I will put a final submission place on Friday for you guys to do. Yeah, it was a submitted thing. Okay, so as long as yesterday you should have submitted the first half, and then on Friday you'll submit all of it together. Does that make sense? That was a great question, Katie. What other questions do you guys have? Okay, well, it is 1:15, so I'll let you go. If you do have questions, feel free to stay on and finish it up, and I will post what we did today in a minute. All right, so bye, guys.
Miss Roberts,
Mm-hmm.
is the video from yesterday's class posted? Because I wasn't here.
I actually think that let me check. I think that I was in the process of finishing it up, but it's like